Welcome to Unwrapping the Gift of Grief, where the transformative power of healing is explored. Meet Crystal, your host, a grief coach, advocate, and author. She will guide you through the journey of grief, sharing stories and insights that will inspire resilience and wisdom. Get ready to discover the hidden treasures within life's toughest moments as she takes you on a journey towards understanding and healing. Thank you for tuning into Unwrapping the Gift of Grief. Let's begin to unwrap.
There we go.
Okay.
Hey,
What's going
hey, Dr.
on?
Larry Tabron, how are you?
Hey, I'm awesome, Crystal, and yourself?
All is well, all is well. I just want to say thank you all for those of you who are tuning in on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you. You're in for such an impactful show. I have my guest. He's been here before, Dr. Larry Tabron. We're here to talk about intentional happiness and joy, the happiness blueprint, something that I feel like everybody is seeking right now. So, Dr. Larry Tabron, go ahead because we're not going to waste any time getting to the root of this. Go ahead and introduce yourself again for the people that don't know who you are.
Well, I am Dr. Larry E. Tabron Jr. I am the founder of Sun Prairie Excel Institute, which is the Institute of Nonviolence right here in the state of Wisconsin, the city of Sun Prairie. Um, we deal with psychological behavior in our adolescence. We make men better men. We do a lot of reformatory, and we're in the schools, the juvenile institution, and things of that nature. I am an apostle in the Lord's church, whereas I pastor pastors, and so down through the years, I've been in ministry over 35 years. And so God has been part excellent to us, and He's been faithful. And so tonight I'm on the show, to just share a little content clarity, and hopefully with your questions and a few of my life experiences and maybe some answers, we can get on the other side of this thing called happiness on tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. And like I said, the reason I'm doing this is because so many people are searching for something. They're searching for purpose. They're searching for peace. They're searching for joy. They're
Mhm.
looking for happiness. But what you have to realize is you have to be intentional about finding and seeking your happiness. You have to do the work. You have to do the work. And we're just going to kickstart it off for you tonight with this conversation.
Okay.
But, always on unwrapping the gift of grief, we always have an icebreaker.
Okay.
So tonight's icebreaker is if you were the president and you had to declare a intentional happiness holiday, what would it consist of? Oh my God.
I am the president.
I'm sick of you already.
I
Already,
ain't,
I'm sick of you.
I'm not about to let you throw me on the bus now. I got to be ready with all my tools.
Well, put it back behind you so
All
that you can
my
answer
tools.
this question.
All my tools.
All right, now, Mr. President,
Yeah.
this year we're going to declare, I'm changing it up. This year we're
Hmm.
going to declare January the 10th, 2024, World Intentional Happiness Holiday. What does this day consist of, and how would you personally celebrate it?
Well, to all of my fellow Americans, we we greet you with happiness on today. Happiness is fulfillment. Just really one word, fulfillment. Um, whether it's with a person, place, or thing, it's fulfillment. Um, and I would celebrate it by fulfilling what whatever whatever joy I like to skate. So, you know, this not only might be a National Happiness Day, but we might make it National Skate Day because, as the president, that's what I like to do. I like to skate. Um, um, I like to hang out, especially in the summertime, in the at the beach at the lake. So, by it being January, we can't do that. So we going skating on National Happiness Day. I want people to take one day out of the year at least and enjoy fulfillment. Enjoy fulfillment. If that's getting a manicure and a pedicure. Um, um, I'm gonna crack a joke right here. My previous predecessor, he gave away a stimulus packet and told America not to spend it on any bills. I want you to enjoy it. I want you to enjoy it. And I'm sure that if you got that stimulus packet, you was happy. You was happy. Someone just dropped some money
Absolutely.
in your bank account. You woke up and some money was dropped in your bank account, and you were told, don't pay no rent, don't pay no mortgage, don't pay no car note. I want you to take it, and I want you to have a day of fulfillment. That made a lot of people happy, you know. But happiness is, Crystal, is not just about money. It's about
No,
peace
it's
of
not.
mind. It's about peace of mind, you know. And somebody might say, you know what, just sit in my house and smoke a stogie or do hookah or sip some wine, you know, watch some TVs, burn some candles, and relax will put me in a peaceful, happy moment. So as of today, right now, I want us to clear our mind as we're moving forward in this awesome show, and I want us to declare this night a night of happiness.
I like that. I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
This day, you heard it here on Unwrapping the Gift of Grief.
yeah.
Today,
Today,
January the 10th,
yeah,
2024, Day of Happiness.
yeah.
Intentional
Intentional.
Day of Happiness.
Now,
I
can I
like
can
it.
I can I expound on that little one word right there?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because
Go ahead.
that brings clarity to the content as well. Intentional. You're doing this on purpose. This is on purpose. This is directed for you. It's not about anybody else right now. So it's on purpose. I am going to be happy today on purpose. It's intentional. I'm going to have a peace of mind on purpose. I know yesterday or earlier today, watch this. I know yesterday or earlier today, I was upset about this. I was grieving about that. My day was messed up. And I want you to take all of that clutter, all of that clog,
Mm,
and I just want you to put it, put it and file it under G. File it under G right now. File all of that clutter, all of that clog under G right now. And I want you to sit back, kick your feet up, and have a peaceful moment for yourself,
I like that.
intentionally, intentionally for yourself. Now, if you pick it back up after the show, that's on you. But we're going to say some stuff on tonight that you may not have to pick it back up. You might can leave it filed under G on tonight,
Absolutely.
intentionally,
Absolutely. Intentionally.
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 Yeah,
Intentional happiness.
yeah.
Intentional joy. The happiness blueprint. Thanks for tuning in. Vernon, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Kyla, I see you, girl. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I'm going to go to Facebook right quick because I asked the question the other day. What does happiness look like to you? And someone said, James Kennemore said peace. Deshaun Smith, he said acceptance of the person in the mirror. I like that.
Mm.
And having confidence that the person you see is indeed a overcomer. Like that, Deshaun. Queen Vanna, she said, fulfilling work and memories on all levels of life. Sharon Moore Carroll, she said peace and gratitude. I didn't put an answer up there. But if I was to answer the question, what does happiness look like to me? I probably would go with peace, a peace of mind, mindfulness, gratitude, thankfulness, gratefulness. That's what happiness looks like to me. Contentness. That's what it looks like to me. But you have to realize also, people, I just didn't get this way. I did the work to get this way. I cried some tears. I went through some therapy sessions. I did the work to become happy. Nobody made Crystal happy but Crystal. And that's what we have to understand. So, with that being said, I think you already did the first question. Define happiness and what does it look like to you?
Hmm.
Okay. You want to reiterate or we just going to keep it rolling?
Well, I wanna say something because you just made a statement that you did the work. You did the work. Now that looks different for everybody. The work looks different for everybody. Your putting in work might mean you have to depart for some people. You have to
Yes.
put people out of your life, or it could be the opposite. You have to you bring somebody into your life.
In. Yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
it could mean that uh, there's a financial barrier that changes your status or changes your life. It could be a graduation from a graduation to something. I've seen people go from not having a GED to obtaining their GED. That was a major accomplishment, so they was happy. Going from high school to college, going from college into their profession, and so those predicaments situate you that you put in your own personal work to obtain the level of happiness in that area that you wanted. But it looks different on everybody's scale. So,
Absolutely.
so I don't know if I go here with you, Crystal. So when you say that you put in the work, was that because you were grieving from something, or it was something that you wanted?
Um, happy was something that I needed.
Okay.
I needed happiness. I was used to being in a place of contentment and happiness. But I somewhere along the line, I lost it.
Mm,
So I had to get it back. And whatever that meant, like you just said, walking away from some people, walking away from some things, facing harsh realities, I had to do it because I needed to be happy. I needed to be happy. And that's something that I require.
mhm. Now, Crystal, before I don't know if this is in here or not, but I want to. There's a downside to happiness, and I have to tell your viewers
Go
because
ahead.
happiness is temporal. That's the
It don't
downside to
last.
happiness. Happiness is temporal. You know, you could be happy one moment, you can be sad the next moment. Happiness is temporal. So this is why I like what Crystal said. I like what you said, Crystal. You put the work in. See, when you put the work in and you remove some people or you add some people, or you change your mentality about some things,
Yes.
that part
Yes.
of you, that part of you is not temporal, it's not temporal anymore. It's really a longevity unless you change your situation again, you know. And
Yes.
and if you're like me, you've already done been through the worst part. So I'm not going back there.
I'm not going back. I'm not
And
going
guess
back.
and guess what, Crystal? I'm not letting you take me back.
Come on, somebody.
See, see,
Come
see,
on, somebody.
that's a problem that a lot of people have. You'll get to that place of happiness. You'll get to that place of coming out of the dumps. You'll get to that place of freeing your mindset from some things. And we allow people to bring us back. We allow people to take us back.
That's
Not
so
in
true.
2024. Not
That's
letting
so
you
true.
take me back. Go ahead.
But here's the other part of this, right? Because you just said something. You allow people to take you back. But
Mhm.
I think we need to start being honest with ourselves. If you're not happy with yourself, why do you think somebody else is going to be happy with you? Go ahead and have a seat, ma'am, sir. Sit down until you get yourself together and stop bleeding on other people's and let these people
Ooh.
live a joyful, abundant life. Go find you some happy. Go find you some joy. Do the work. Do whatever that is, whatever that looks like to you. Do it. But be upfront with people. Hey, I'm not in a place where happiness is a part of my life. We need to start
Mm,
being honest with each other and ourselves.
mm, I like that. I like that. So you said
You
you'll,
got your pen out.
yeah, 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 yeah. Because if you're not happy with yourself, you know, if if you're not happy with yourself, I want to make this like a little rhyme. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna make this a little rhyme, y'all. Give me one.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
uh,
Do 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 do
if
do
you're not
do do.
if you're not
You
happy
ready?
with yep, you ready? If
Go
you're not
ahead.
happy with what you got going on, you will bleed on people you stringing along.
Now that's
Bam,
heavy.
bam,
That's heavy, Doc.
bam. I ain't even
That's
write it down
boom,
yet. Bam.
bam.
If you're not
All right now.
happy with what you have going on, you will bleed on people you're stringing along. Y'all
I
could
like
quote that.
that.
That came from Dr. LET. I might have to do another dissertation about that. Yeah, that came from me. You know. Yeah, and that's
I like
and
that.
that's what happened. We string people along. When you're not happy with yourself, it's like you stringing people along. You 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 want the companionship without the companion.
Absolutely.
Whoo! Okay, you gonna
And
make
here's the other part of this. Here's the other part of this. You're stringing people along, and you're hoping that that person will wait till you get to where you need to be. No, not doing that. Like my friend, positively Trina. Hey girl, she on here. She said, not at this big age. We ain't doing that at this big age. No, why should I have to wait for you to become your happy, joyful self? Just like the Bible said, depart from me. Depart from me. Go ahead. You was really over there taking notes, child.
Yes, yes, because I'm gonna
Question.
need this again. You'll bleed on people
Okay,
you string along. Come on. See,
okay.
see, this ain't
Um,
fun tonight, but just for tonight for me. Okay.
I'm gonna
What's the
ask you
question?
this, because
Come
you
on
were
with it.
on here before. You were on here
Okay.
before, and you talked
Mhm.
about the loss of your friend.
Yeah.
So I know you all had some really happy times together and made some amazing memories.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've truly accepted happiness after his loss? when it comes to like friendships, or do you still miss that camaraderie and it leaves a void?
He's unreplaceable. So there's definitely a void. No one will ever get that spot. First, I'm too old to give somebody that spot. I'm too selfish to bring in and then 40 more years with somebody to either prove their trust, I prove my trust. And then at the place that I am now, it's kind of hard for someone to match his level of energy of 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 ups and downs, because I've kind of like did all of the bad stuff that I consider bad stuff for someone to hold secrets. And right now I'm an open book, so what you see is what you get. I'll tell you anything. But back in the day, I had some secrets, and so he was that person that kept the secrets. He was that person that did not judge me, did not crucify me, did not ostracize, brutalize me in those moments, you know. And so at this age, and I like what one of your viewers said, at this
Big
beautiful
age.
big age, you know, um, the cat's out the bag, so it's hard for it's hard for him to be replaced because of our bond and of our trust factor. So yeah, it's a void.
Okay.
It's a void.
Okay.
Do I do
Okay.
I have string alongs? Absolutely.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Talk
yeah,
talk about that. Talk about that.
yeah. Well, it's to the avail that I have acquaintances and not friends, because
Hmm.
the trust level is on different scales. You know,
Okay.
he was a person that can come to my house. He was a person that can ride in my car. He was a person that I trusted with my innermost secrets. And so when he died, a part of that went in the ground with him, you know. And that part I have not given to anyone because no one had it when he was alive. So yeah, I guess I do have some string alongs that, you know, if I feel like talking, I talk. If I don't, I don't, you know.
Ain't nothing
Uh,
wrong with that. There's
you
nothing
know,
wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Oftentimes, I tell people, even when I do my grief coaching sessions, I always tell people, which I got this from my therapist. She always said, be kind to yourself. So I tell people all the time, be kind to yourself because that matters. How do you feel self compassion contribute to finding joy after a major loss?
well, everybody's timing is different, So my answer tonight may not be the next person's answer, but I'll do the best I can to like give some type of median. But um, I had to find something to do to replace that phone call. For years, I would dial his phone number. Just
Mm,
for years, I had him on my voicemail. You know, just to him say, "Hey, knucklehead, I'm trying to holler at you." You know, and so and then there were times that he'll be serious. "Hey, Dr. Larry, I need you to call me back now." It almost brought tears to my eyes right there. But and so at some point, I don't know when, I had to stop listening to that voicemail. I had to. erase him off of Facebook, um, and take him out my phone. Now that's not the answer for everybody. I know that's not the answer for everybody, but to help me move on, that's what I had to do because I always knew that I had it in my phone or on Facebook. You know, so it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, because now you want to go back. Why did I erase that voicemail? You know,
Right.
I can't remember his number by heart, and now I'm mad. You know, so those I just remember his number too by heart because I said I couldn't remember his number by heart. Now all week. Oh my God. Okay, never mind. That's nothing else. So y'all trying to break a brother tonight. Y'all trying to break a brother tonight.
Not
It's
trying to
not gonna
break you.
happen.
We just
It's
being
not.
open, honest.
It's not gonna
I
happen.
already told you this was going to be raw and uncut. And however you feeling, hey, here on Unwrapping the Gift of Grief, you're welcome to
Yeah,
say whatever you need to say, feel however you need to feel.
yeah. I'm gonna switch
While we're
flags on
right
y'all in a
here.
minute.
Oh Lord. Thank you all for tuning in to Unwrapping the Gift of Grief. I have this question.
Mm-hmm.
Over time, do you think your view of joy and happiness have switched up?
Whew. Do I think my view of joy and happiness? Well, those are definitely two different categories. Okay.
They are.
Um, my view of happiness is different. My view of joy is the same. Joy is everlasting to me. So my friend did not give me joy. That was something that no human could do. Um,
Absolutely.
um, but he did give me happiness, because you know the we always had some deep moments. We had some amazing moments. We did community service together. Um, he helped me through some rough times of my life. He helped me cope with other losses. Um, when I was in some situations, he coached me through it and didn't judge me. You know, so we've had a conglomerate of amazing times in our spectrum, but he couldn't match joy. Joy is something that I have whether I'm up or down. Joy is something I have whether I'm in or out. Um, um, Songwriter said it like this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. I remember sleeping in my car, and I would thank God every day for the car. I didn't like sleeping in the car. I was unhappy in sleeping in the car, but I would rather have been in my car than on the street. So I would thank God for that piece of joy, or of having a car. And the crazy part is when I got a place, the car broke down. So I had to thank God for the
Wow.
place. Because as soon as I got the place, the car collapsed. It broke down. It carried
Wow.
me all the way through until I signed the lease. And when I signed the lease, I went outside to go to the store. The car broke down. Boom. So I walked to the store. you know, but I was happy that I had a place. But so this joy that rests in me comes from a totally different place. It's not predicated on situations and circumstances. It's not predicated on people. It's to me, it's much higher and deeper than that, because some of the stuff that I've been through, millions of people didn't make it, but I was one of the ones that did. So I look at coming through the projects. I've been to war. I'm a veteran. I've been to war. Um, I have all my limbs. I'm sort of in my right mind. You know, I'm sort of in my right mind. Every now and then, some things might kick in, but I'm sort of in my right mind. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
so the joy is a lot different, but and it comes from a different place. Hopefully, I answered that for you and everybody.
Okay. It's crazy that you brought up that song because I was getting ready to answer this question. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world can't take it. I
Hmm.
battle with that. Because I've lost my joy some time ago. I've reclaimed it back, but I did lose it, and it did come from the world robbing me of my joy. So I thought. So I thought. You know. But now that I realize that, hey, joy comes from, as you say, my relationship, my foundation. God has given me this joy. I'm embracing it, no matter what, no matter what. But my outlook on joy has changed. My outlook on happiness has definitely changed.
Hmm. Yeah,
And I'm
and
such a church girl. Go ahead.
the beautiful part about losing is failure. Failure is not final.
It's not.
That's the beautiful part about losing. A lot of people don't embrace the loss. Um, I've taken some L's in my day, but I've learned from those L's, and today I'm winning. You
Mm,
know, because I learned from those L's. Um, and like you said, you had a problem with that because you felt that the world took it. Well, if we was to go spiritual, just for
go ahead.
a
Go
moment,
ahead.
I'm reminded of a story in the book of First Samuel when David had went away to Ziklag to fight a battle, and so when he came back, the enemy had took his wives and he took his kids, along with his soldiers, and so the men were all upset because they said, "Hey, if we wouldn't have been over there, fighting, we could have protected our women and our children." So David went to God and he said, "Hey, should I should I pursue or should I fall back?" You know, and so God told him to pursue. But I learned something in the pursuit.
Mm,
It never said, you'll never read the scripture where it said that the enemy killed his wives or the enemy killed his daughters. So when in his pursuit, he was able to recover all. So he had lost it,
mm.
but he was able to recover it because he went on a pursuit to go get it back.
Go get it back.
And so when you say to me that, yeah, I lost it to the world, you went on a pursuit. That's where it comes in when we first started the segment. I put in the work. See, I can get gangster right up in here, right about up in here. I can get real gangster, because that's where that toughness comes in. That you know, when I tell you that I'm thankful for what I've been through, that's where that project kid come in. That project kid to kick in and say, "Hey, we got to do it by any means necessary." That project kid kick in and say, "No, you can't die right here. You can't fold right here. You got to get upstairs. You know, you can't sleep out here. You got to go
Yes.
upstairs." Now,
Yes.
going
Yes.
upstairs
Yes.
wasn't easy because either you had to do this to get upstairs, or you had to know somebody. You had to know something, And when you didn't know something, you better have your game face on because going up them stairs was a travesty, So your background, Crystal, and your viewers, your background prepares you for your battle. And so when we are in a place of capturing our happiness back and capturing our joy back, that's when that gangster come out. That's when that tenacity is say, I'm not losing that no more. I'm not going back there. By any means necessary, I'm not going back there. If I got to get rid of you to have my happiness or to have my joy, or if I got to walk away from this, and I'm talking friends, family, or foe. Now, y'all catch that. Y'all will catch that in the morning. Friends, family, or foe. If I got to walk away from you to have a peace of mind, I'm out of here. Because I'm not letting you or nothing take me back to where I came from, to where I came out of.
Absolutely. Ooh,
So
we.
go ahead, church
Ooh,
girl.
we. I
What was you
like
finna
that.
say, church girl?
Nothing. You said it all. Nothing. 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 Next question. Next question. And I think you could. I think you're really getting ready to help some people out with this. I want you to share a few insights on how setting boundaries and being intentional can help impact people's well-being.
Setting boundaries and being intentional. All right. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Heck, I'm a headbanger for y'all. I got a lot of slang terms, but I can use
Well, go ahead.
prognostication. I can use prognostication, proliferation, and all those words too. But you'll be like, what is he talking about? So check this out. Rules and regulations without a relationship brings forth rebellion.
Mm.
Come a little closer. Get on the edge of your
Wait a
seat.
minute. Let me put that in the comment.
Come on.
Rules
Come
and
a little closer.
regulations.
Rules and regulations without a relationship
Mm-hmm.
brings forth rebellion.
Mm. Okay. Expound on that.
So when it comes to intentional happiness, I got boundaries. I have rules. Now, a lot of people don't like rules, but rules not only protect your heart, but the Bible does not tell us to protect our heart. The Bible in Proverbs tell us to guard our heart.
Right.
And so often we allow people to break the rules in our life, so we give it up. So now our
Mm.
heart is unguarded. And now we're fighting to get our heart back. So this is why our heart and our mind battles in a lot of situations, whether it's relationships, kinships, friendships. Our mind and our heart will battle because we left it unguarded, because we allow people to break the rules in our life.
Mm.
Come a little closer.
That's good.
Come a little
That's good.
closer. Help somebody. Jesus had 12 disciples.
Mm.
He only spoke to 3 of them. Now y'all gotta catch that. I know you ain't picked up the Bible. I know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just go to the book. Don't go to the Gospels. Go to Matthew. He had 12 disciples. He had 12. He had 12. But he only spoke to 3. That was Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee, James and John. Those are 3 that he spoke to. Peter was the bold one. He's the one that spoke back all the time. All right. But we place people. Come on, here come the headbanger.
Mm.
We place people in the wrong position in our lives. Okay, Crystal, come on the edge of your seat. I ain't seen you sip that glass since we've been on here. Come on up here.
I'm gonna take a sip
take
right now because
take a
it's
sip
getting
right.
good, Doc.
Take a sip right there. Right there. That's a good place. That's a good place. We place people in the circle of our life in the wrong position.
Mm.
See, there's a circle, and then there's an inner circle. Y'all read that in the Bible where Jesus had an inner circle. That was Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee. But then there was an outer circle, you know. And so when you put a person in the wrong place in your life, thinking that they'll change, that they will change, you have now broken the rules of your heart because you've compromised your position with for someone else or something else.
Mm.
And guess what happens to the majority of us? I won't say all of us, but guess what happens to the majority of us? We lose the compromise. We lose. So we're sitting back heartbroken. We're sitting back depressed. We don't want the lights on in the house. We turn off all the lights because now we're depressed. Now we're going through because we placed somebody in the wrong position because they shouldn't have been there. We seen how they look. We said, ooh, she fine, top of the line, big booty, skinny waist, and oh, she fine.
Oh, you was a mess.
And so we place that person in a place in our life, not knowing that she crazy. So now that we don't got the goodies, and they don't made our toes curl and made our hair go from nappy to straight, we all bamboozled, and now we took our guards and we let them down and we gave it away. And now she go and bang your friend. Now you all messed up. Ladies do the same thing. Come on, ladies. Come on and look closer.
That's true.
I ain't gonna leave y'all out there. I
We
was
do.
gonna leave y'all out there, but I ain't gonna leave you out there because Crystal's sipping on 16%. Y'all put that 16% in y'all system, and then you mix it with an 8%. And so, y'all do crazy things, and then you see Chisel, you see tall, dark, and handsome and Chisel, and for those of you that are back in the 80s and you like the light-skinned guys, we're gonna give y'all the Steph Currys, but you see Chisel, and because you are, watch this, because you are considered lonely, you have considered yourself lonely, you break your rules.
Break your rules.
You break
You
your rules
break
because
your rules. You go against all that you have told yourself you wasn't gonna do. You break your rules.
you break
Absolutely.
your rules. And so rules and regulations without a relationship brings forth rebellion. You know, and like I said earlier, you want the companionship, but you don't want the companion. So you don't want to be lonely. So hey, yeah, I'll bring him in, but then bringing him in causes something else because you don't mix that 16%, and so your no become a yes.
Hey,
And
hey,
now
hey, hey, hey.
and,
Stop stepping on my toes.
and now you in a situationship, or as Jada Pickett say, you in an entanglement,
Right.
you know, but it's because you broke your rules. You did not stand on your rules and you moved too soon.
Now I
And
can be honest. I've done that before. And it's
I
all
think we
about
are.
being honest with yourself. I've done it
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
But I want to respond to Aquafina Jackson.
Okay.
Aquafina said, because y'all look at the wrong things. It's not about what the person looks like, it's how they treat you. Sometimes, sis, we see the red flags and we still hit the green light. We go. We on go mode. We on go mode because they made us feel a certain type of way for a moment that we think that it's going to change, or I can change him, or
And
no.
and let me share a funny moment. Let me share a funny moment with Aquafina. That's her name, because I can't
Aquafina.
see the comment. Aquafina, I
You
can't see
can't?
the comment. No, not even on my page. But check this out. Check this out. How many of you have seen an ugly person? I mean, we have really deemed this person to be ugly with a fine person, whether it was a ugly guy with a fine female, or a fine guy, ugly female. How many of us have seen that? You know, and
I,
yeah, it's because that person was not the cup of tea far as looks. the right time said the right thing, appealed to
Yeah.
your hearing.
Yes.
To your hearing. And when it appealed to your hearing, you laughed. And that laugh took you to the next place.
Yeah.
Not because of what you saw, but because of what you heard.
Oh.
You know, and so a lot of times you are right, Crystal. We see the red flag. This ain't even my type. My type. I'm looking for a six-figure person. Let me just bring. Come on now, let's keep it 100. Now you about to make
Go
me. You
ahead.
about to make the gangster
Go
come out
ahead.
again.
Go ahead.
Let
Go
you
ahead.
know. I'm not looking for Ray. I'm looking for Raymond. I'm not looking for Shaniqua. I'm looking for Shannon. But what happens is we break our rules.
Break our rules.
Break our rules. We go into a place. We go into a place whether it is Aquafina by sight or whether it's by hearing. At the bottom line is we already know that this person is not going to make me happy. They're not going to have that fulfillment that I'm looking for.
Wait a
Now,
minute. Let me chime in right there because you just said something.
yeah,
You said
yeah.
that this person is not going to make me happy.
Mm.
Is the person going to add to your happiness, or are they supposed to make you happy?
Well,
Because what they bring is a bonus to me.
it depends on where you are in life. Once again, I'm
Mm,
talking about we're breaking our rules. So
mm.
so they'll bring it to the table because you already smiling when if they made you laugh for that moment, that they just won. I, I'm I mean, I'm at a place, I don't listen. I don't sold coal to an Eskimo and resold hell to the devil. So it's not too many females before I was married that I couldn't talk to, that if I got her to smile, I knew that it was over from that point. Now, for those of you that are critics right now, it may not have happened that day, but if I got you to smile and you took my number, we was going to talk eventually again.
Absolutely.
Because one thing that I tell my sisters, if your no is no, your no is no in the beginning, during the middle, and in the end. If your no is no. But in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, maybe I can string them along, especially for those of you that are on your way out of relationships. See, we can get heavy. Y'all can try to play with me all if you want to tonight, especially if you have this, and women got this real good. I'm gonna talk about y'all for a second. Y'all got this real good. You already know that you on your way out the door. You don't really want to be by yourself, so you string certain situations along until.
Now I am definitely going to agree with you on that, especially women. Baby, women are getting themselves together
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
can be good when they walk
yeah,
away.
yeah,
They already mentally left the relationship, packed up, suitcase,
yeah,
everything. We're gone. Stacking our
yeah,
change. We're
yeah.
gone.
We
And
the
by the
dummies.
time a man realized it, he like, what happened?
Yeah,
Tweety
it
birds going
happened.
around his head. Oh, she out.
It happened 365 days ago.
And that's the difference between men and women. Women prepare.
Absolutely. Some of y'all
Men don't.
preparing. Some of y'all preparing right now. Y'all came into the new year saying, "I'm not going through this no more." And he don't even know. You don't buy him a Christmas gift. You don't buy him that white T-shirt and some cologne, and he happy, and he don't even know that was his last gift.
A parting gift.
that was a that was a
A
parting gift. He
parting
don't
gift.
even know.
Take,
He don't even
take this
know.
with you, bro.
Yeah,
Take this
he
with
don't
you,
even
bro.
know. He don't even know.
Merry
When
Christmas.
he look up, you know, when it got you a new house, a new car, and everything. You're like, wait a minute.
Women prepare. Women prepare. We
Yeah,
do. And we think about it. We have conversations with ourselves. We have conversations with our friends. We plan it out accordingly. A,
yeah.
B, C, D, E, F, G. This is what we're going to do. And this is how we're going to move. And if A, B, C, D, E, F, G don't work out, we got another plan.
You got a plan. Yep, it you do.
You have an exit strategy. I don't know how we got on this, but I love it. I
Well,
love it.
it comes with the blueprint. It comes with the blueprint of happiness, preparation. So, you know, preparation is a blueprint of happiness because because you said I put in the work. That's how this segment started. I put in the work. So somebody's saying, well, what do I do? What's the work? You have to prepare.
You have to
It's
prepare.
and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy because preparation, it causes you to think. It causes you to add up, count up the cost, as we say.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
when you just asked the question about do they bring happiness to the table? You know, um, um, so you count up the cost. You know, what do you bring to my happiness, or what do you know? And I don't want to use it once again. I personally don't want to use the word joy because joy with me comes from a different place. So I use happiness. What do you bring to my happiness? Is it just a smile? And now that you got me smiling, and I have given you access to me. Where do we go from this place
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
continue to make me happy? You know. Now, my question for you, Crystal, is happiness selfish?
No, happiness is not selfish.
Okay.
Happiness, like as I said, stated before, happiness should be a requirement.
Mm,
Happiness should be it should be a requirement. Why should my happiness and how I'm feeling make you feel a type of way? I'm sorry that you can't enjoy life the way I'm enjoying it intentionally. I'm sorry that you can't bask in the sunshine or stick your tongue out and catch snowflakes, and that doesn't make you happy. That's not my problem.
mm,
That's not my problem. My happiness is not selfish because if I sit around and continue to be depressed, be anxious, stressed out, all because of another person, we're gonna be two fools sitting up here depressed, anxious, and looking stupid together. And what problem does that solve? What happiness is that creating? What relationship are we having? Meaningful relationship.
mm. I
We
just
sitting
got
in a pot of turmoil.
I just got a whole. You keep talking. You just hit me with something, and I'm about to go left with it.
You finna go left?
I'm about to
You
go
getting ready
left.
to go left? Like,
Yeah.
so, okay, so positively Trina said happiness is not selfish. However, it can be a shared experience. Okay, so what happens when one partner is not happy? Never happy. You not you wake up every day angry at the world. There's no happiness in that. So you want me to share in your misery? I
Mm,
can't share my happiness. My happiness can't how can I put this? I'm trying to see how what's a good way to say this. It's not like I
that's
can say, okay, Crystal, I'm gonna open you up. And here you take this piece of my happiness today and take it along with you to work and carry it all day until you get back home. And then when you get back home, you can be miserable again.
mm,
No, you have to have your own happy. And that begins with you being aware of self. It begins with you being honest with yourself. It begins with you taking time out to have self-care. Somebody else just said happiness comes from within. Absolutely. Is your heart right?
Mm,
Because sometimes a black heart, you're not getting happiness from a black heart
nope.
or a broken heart, because
Nope.
you begin to bleed on people. It
Yep.
can be, but it's not always. Again, space and alignment dictates emotions. Absolutely, Trina. Absolutely. You still right, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm about to go. I'm about to go left.
Oh Lord. Okay, well, everybody that's on here, I just want to thank y'all for tuning in to Unwrapping the Gift of Grief. We have about 10 more minutes. We probably gonna have to do a part two of this because we got about 10 more questions we need to answer tonight. And they are heavy, heavy discussion questions that I really want Dr. Tabron to answer for me. So we're gonna do a part two whenever he's available. But seems like you're done writing. So go ahead and carry on with since you're going left.
So here's something for you guys, and I want y'all to write this down.
I'm gonna
I
put
want
it
y'all
in
to
the
take this.
comments.
All right, because I know that there are some happy young folks. There's some happy young folks out there that are unhappy with their parents. I'm going totally left. As you were
Mm,
talking, Crystal, my mind just went totally left on some things. There are some unhappy children with us. They're unhappy. So I got something for you on tonight. And if you know somebody, you might have a niece, a nephew that have said to you, well, my dad ain't right. My mama ain't right. I don't even see my dad. He locked away. He a deadbeat or whatever.
mm,
This right here is just for you. Parents give you life. Only you can give it meaning.
mm.
Parents give you life. Only you can give it meaning. Now, on tonight, I don't have time to dive into it like I want to, but I'm pretty sure that you get it. Parents give you life, but only you give it meaning. And there are some of you that are adults. You are disgruntled at your parents, how the way
Mm.
they raised you, what you had to do growing up. Some of you have some horrible memories that you're holding on to. Parents give you life, only you give it meaning. And
I like that.
that's another chapter with grief, because some
I
people are
like that
grieving not because somebody is dead, but because they are dead.
because they're dead on the inner.
They're dead on the
That's
inside.
right.
So so
Absolutely.
that's one. Number two, do what's right versus what's convenient.
Mm.
Do what's right versus what's convenient. We get comfortable in conveniency because he got a bag. So you
Mm.
accept anything. You comfortable. You get your feet, you get your feet and your hair and your nails done. So you settle. You compromise. You give in. But you're happy
I
on the
like that.
outside and broken on the inside.
I'm broken on it.
So you stringing along. You stringing along until something to another ship comes. You got no intention on marrying them. You ain't got no intention on anything longevity. You don't even want to get this chump a baby. I'm sorry, that gangster. I be trying to hold him down. You know what I'm saying? But every now and then, see that like she slipped. Every now and then he slip on it. So y'all got to excuse me. All right. So do what's right versus what's convenient. If you, my grandmother used to say, if you start off right, it's gonna end up right.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a lot of mistakes, and I did a lot of things on purpose, and they did not come out right. Okay. So Do what's right versus what's convenient. And then this third one, and yeah, we're gonna do a part two. But this third one right here, value memories rather than things.
I like that.
Value memories rather than things versus things. Value memories rather than things. Things are replaceable. Memories are everlasting.
That's one in itself too.
Yes, yes, yes. So, I just wanted to give you those three because I want to leave y'all with something. I want y'all to take something home. I want you to take it away with you. You know, Parents give you life, only you can give it meaning. Do what's right versus what's convenient. Value memories rather than things.
I like
Wait,
that.
can I get one more? Can I just get one more?
Go one more. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give y'all one more. Make every moment matter.
Mm,
See,
make it
tonight,
count.
tonight we deem tonight as um, happiness holiday. So January 10th,
Intentional happiness
and
holiday.
intentional happiness holiday. So after this is over with, you come on. After this is over with, you have to make every moment matter intentionally. Intentionally.
Yes.
You want to know how to keep it going. When you put the work in, make every moment matter.
Yes.
Make every moment matter. You ain't got to worry about going back. You ain't got to worry about being down and out if you make every moment matter. And those are my four. Those are my four on tonight. Those are my four. You know. And I'm sorry, Chris, that we didn't get to answer them other head
It's
bangers.
okay. It's
You
okay. So
know.
that means we just gonna come back with part two whenever you're available or on my next off day, because I'm all up and around these parts of the city now. So we just gonna make it happen. I appreciate you for coming on. You imparted some amazing, amazing wisdom into us tonight. And I just want to thank you so much. You still got that American flag behind you, Mr. President?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me do this real quick because I told you I was gonna
Go
switch
ahead.
flags. Do this
Go
real
ahead.
quick. Do this real quick. Got my black flag too, So
All right now.
it's power to the people over here.
Power to the people.
You know, we
Power
we
to the
are
people.
we are kings, queens, and princesses, and so this black flag brings happiness, to us when you know the meaning.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Any closing words before we get up out of here?
Live, love, laugh, and learn. Live,
So
love,
look,
laugh, and learn.
I've never heard that learn on the end. I like that. I'm going to steal that. I'm going to steal that. Also, I want you to say what you say on your voicemail if you remember it. That little
Um,
last part on your voicemail, I was like, oh, okay.
okay, I believe it's shoot towards the stars. If you happen to land on the moon, you're still on higher
Yes.
ground.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
Shoot
that.
towards the stars. If you happen to land on the moon, you're still on higher ground. Yeah,
I love that. I love that.
yeah,
Again, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to
yeah.
Unwrapping the Gift of Grief. Season 2, Episode 3. We will be back. I'm not for sure if it's next week or the week after, but stay tuned to my Facebook page and my YouTube page. I'm going to post it later so you all can see when we will actually be back. I will be sharing daily tips for happiness, the happiness blueprint. I will be sharing them daily on my social media. So please subscribe and follow Crystal, the Countess, Countess the Pearl. I have so many pages, but yeah, unwrapping the gift of grief. And as we wrap up tonight's episode, the happiness blueprint is so much. I just want to leave you with a heart full of gratitude. Thank you for joining this insightful conversation. tonight. I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was impactful. I appreciate it. But this is what I want to leave you with tonight. Remember that your joy is not a destination, but it's a daily practice. As you embark on the journey of intentional living, may each intentional choice be a step closer to the joy and the happiness that you seek. Until we meet again, embrace each day with purpose, laughter, and the warmth of intentional joy. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you soon on Unwrapping the Gift of Grief. And as I always say, and when I close, if there was no grief, there'll be no love. If there was no love, there'll be no grief. Thank you so much and have a good night. Signing off.
Thank you for joining our conversation tonight and for diving deep into the journey with Crystal. Remember, healing, it is a journey and you're not alone. So, if these talks resonate with you, share, subscribe, and connect on all platforms. Together, we can unwrap the gift of grief. Until next time, Crystal is here for you. Find this podcast on all streaming platforms. Don't forget, this podcast is brought to you by Countess D. Pearl LLC Productions.